Simon Green, Anil Basi, my friend. I met him, a very, very warm personality he is, and Mr. Uni Krishnan. Thank you so much for making me to be here this morning. I have been heading the police force for the last 40 years, and then I retired. We worked in the National Security Advisors Office for 1 year as a committee, Narendra Chandra committee, and that was in 2012. And we all focused more on cybercrime as the future crime, and we had advised the government to be investing more time on this. Thus, from the cloud, India looks very good. Hare jahan se acha, as Rakesh Sharma said. But it is all the same unsafe too, because for every in the information economy, as the knowledge economy, the future of crime is electronic and economic. Wherever there is money, there are people. The most dangerous criminal you will ever face in your lives would be this. Not the Pakistani Pulwama attacker who has been identified, his car has been traced, all that, but the cyber security threat for India is much worse. We can't take our MiG-20 and bomb anyone there, because these guys are ahead of us 3 steps and they are hooded. They don't know where. The whole world is a global village. And from the cloud, we could have a helicopter view today. And I'm going to give you a general perspective as to what is ahead. I'm going to cover all that prevention part of it. And later, all other experts, domain experts will come and give you a better surgical view of each and every aspect of the global crime. So today, ladies and gentlemen, a small boy of 10, 12 years can put down and sit in a garage and give you a run for the money by shutting down a government from his basement, steal money without touching the crime scene. From Siberia, somebody can operate easily, control and crash one's car because they're all driven by computers, rob a bank billions in minutes, done in Bangladesh, the central bank, and shut down power grids and nuclear plants. Even India had once, in 2014, 2013, we had a huge shutdown of the power. Assume the identity of billions of victims. The SBI has filed a case of the Aadhaar card data being stolen. So we are a billion people with Aadhaar cards. And murder a person by changing medical records, we are going into paperless officers. So the future Indian targets could be banking and finance, which we are seeing daily in the newspaper. Even today, we saw the news in Times of India, page number 2 or 3. And energy and oil and gas is a very, very vulnerable area. Telecom, and then defense and research, manufacturing and infrastructure. And you can go on adding wherever there is money and wherever. Particularly, I want to say that certain governments, I don't want to name them because of sensitivity, they are having an army of young people who are tasked to target the enemy countries. We are not having so very friendly neighbors around. We have been seeing what's happening in the last 13, 14 days. So 7 out of 10 organizations say their security risk is increased significantly in 2017, 18, 19. The future is going to be multifold. So better, I congratulate Palo Alto for having brought 1,000 people under this roof so that the awareness is better. Turning the tide in 2018, know the numbers behind the trend. There is 54% of companies experience one or more successful attacks that compromise data and the IT infrastructure. 77% of these attacks utilize exploits or fileless techniques. We are racing ahead of time to have this fileless. This is how in the last 3 years, fileless technology, particularly in the hospitals I mentioned, a cyber murder is possible. 69% of organizations don't believe their antivirus can stop the threats they are seeing. Palo Alto will go a long way in doing this for us. I assume that they would be giving us a protective umbrella. 4 out of 5 organizations replaced or augmented their existing antivirus solution. And in spite of that, there is insufficiency. Only a third of organizations believe they have adequate resources to manage security very, very effectively. Worldwide cyber security spending will reach $96 billion. In 2018, we have already crossed that, so it will be much more than. Crypto, Bitcoin and various other coins are gaining currency, and so are the darknet activities and the dangers along with that. So here in India, firms face 2.8 lakh cyber threats daily, and it's growing. It is growing daily. And from the cloud, the view would be better. Online banking fraud is most common cyber crime. The others are data theft, job fraud, and sexual harassment, and various other things which you can see. Then this is the escalation. So here, the 81%, 86% of them are for cyber crime, and all other things are for cyber espionage or cyber warfare and things like that. Cyber warfare is very, very important. If you see the last year's calendar, the January we had Spectrum meltdown, CPU chip level flaws discovered. February RBI constituted Malegaon committee, and City Union Bank suffered a cyber attack on their Swift environmental, leading to a huge financial impact. Then we had March, Spanish police arrest leader of Cobalt hacker group. Malaysian Central Bank foiled Swift attack. I want to remind you about MS-370, the biggest cyber crime ever perpetrated. Not a trace has been left. The fantastic job whoever has done that, the worst also I want to condemn that, I'm not appreciating, but we have to gear up, that's why I'm mentioning that. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology releases guidelines. The EU General Data Protection Regulation is enforced. In June, Bank of Chile loses, and then RBI issues a circular, we woke up. Singapore Health Services database was hit, and then our own CERT releases comprehensive data on cyber incidents in India. CERT is active now. August, Central Bank of Spain's website was hit. Cosmos Bank in Pune lost about 94 crores. There was a gap of 3 days. 80 crores and then 14 crores. I wonder what happened in those 3 days. Why did they not wake up? September, RBI has released a basic cyber security framework. I worked with the RBI for 3 years during coinciding Raghuram Rajan's period. I was the physical security advisor to them. Later, this security came. State Bank of Mauritius immediately after Cosmos Bank lost a lot, but then they reduced the figure. Massive data breach detected in all banks in Pakistan. Marriott and Cora data breach, that is December, 500 million user account. In India, SIM swap fraud was there in August 2018. Cyber attack on Cosmos, I mentioned about that. ATM system hacked in Kolkata, that was a huge one. And then the loss is quite a lot. And the technology they use is becoming better and better. Websites have been hacked recently, just 3 days before. In Pakistan, websites have been hacked. Even here, we have suffered this kind of a thing, like earlier CBI, NDA, and all of this. This is one of the biggest hit we suffered in the recent times. 60,000 modems were inoperative, and we can go from the cloud, we can see little ahead, we can see, I know Mr. Mullah, who is investigating this matter. I was in the CBI when I was heading the FBI. We have met in Delhi. We are waiting eagerly for his result, that is inquiry result as to what is the final thing. But the facts are well known to you, how these people were hacked and how things were thrown open. This is Turkey, Erdogan. And then 30,000 mails, 300,000 mails have been opened up for everyone to see. So we have corporates where the threat and the capability of the person is inversely proportional. I run a security company, that Securus First is a cyber investigation company. The insider who opens the board from inside is the worst enemy you can ever have. All our wars have been lost because of the insider opening the gate. Same is true about the computers and the cloud and various other things. Beware of the insider who has the password. The bosses give away the password to the juniors for doing their job. And when people leave companies, vulnerable companies, their passwords are not being utilized. And because of that, quite a few things have happened. I have been helping certain companies in investigation. So here is the inversely proportional danger we can see. So here we can see WannaCry. You are all knowledgeable people, so I'm not going to tell you as to what happened there. But 230,000 computers in 150 countries were affected. This is very well known, so I'm not elaborating. Equifax is another biggest attack we have suffered. We have learned a lot from these things. Then Yahoo hacking is the biggest in the perhaps history, one of the biggest hits we have suffered. And this is how a small map would look. So very, very vulnerable company. Not that they were not having any cyber security expert working with them. They were aware, but still awareness was less. So today, with this kind of an activity, I'm sure the awareness is going to increase. National security is also at stake. These are only corporates, but national security is also at stake. When we have a Romanian village which is working only in cybercrime, I'll show you the next slide. We have an Indian small equivalent of Romania also. That is this village in Jamkhara in Jharkhand. A smallest possible village, very backward, but the entire village is working in hacking, particularly banking accounts. They have 250 SIM cards with them. They go under the tree in the morning and then they start calling you that I am the SBI manager and part with this, part with that and all. It's a very successful industry. Their economy is improving. This is the equivalent of Jamkhara in Romania is this. Look at the cars and the houses. The entire 100,000 people in the place, a small town, is thriving on this cyber activity. I sometimes feel, why can't I take a passport and go there and settle down and be happy driving that kind of cars? This I mentioned about the $1 million robbery without being in the scene of crime. How it moved, it has not been detected yet. $830 million. From Friday evening, the movement started. Saturday and Sunday, Monday morning, the money landed in Manila and then it vanished. The FBI is investigating, everyone is investigating. It is from the Central Bank of Bangladesh. But